and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for those of you that are new to my channel, hello, I'm Marcy. Welcome. So in today's video, I'm going to take you on a tour of our kitchen and how we deal with food allergies, specifically peanuts, tree nuts, dairy, and eggs, as my son is allergic to those. But before I take you on the tour of my kitchen, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new and upcoming videos. I want to start with mentioning that you always want to read over the food labels every time you purchase them, as the manufacturer can change the ingredients without warning at any time. So first up, I'm just going to share how to read food labels. So what I usually like to do is I do the triple check rule. So what I do before, when I'm going grocery shopping, I'll look at the item that I'm purchasing, read the food label, make sure that it's safe. I'll bring it home, I'll check the ingredients when I bring them home and put them in the cupboard, and then I'll always also check it before I give it to my son. And he usually likes to remind me, Mom, did you check the ingredients, just to make sure. And then if I'm not sure about a newer product, I will contact the manufacturer and ask them if the product contains any of the allergens, so the peanuts, tree nuts, dairy, and eggs.
Okay, so now onto this cupboard. What we did is we printed off these avoidance lists for each allergy. So we printed one off for peanut, tree nut, dairy, and egg, and placed it on the back of this cupboard. So if you were unsure about an ingredient, we would look on the back of this cupboard to check it out to see if it was safe.
So here in this cupboard is our baking products. What we usually like to do is keep the items that we purchased in the original packaging, just so you can look back if there, for some reason, your child has a reaction, you can look back on the product and check the ingredients. So we don't like to take the items out and place them in a container like most people do, just to kind of organize their kitchen. They'll take the items out and put them in a container. We leave everything in the original packaging. Okay, and then
over in this cupboard, we have a dedicated spot for emergency medications. So all the extra Benadryl, EpiPen, his aero chamber, and puffer are stored in this cupboard. We also have an EpiPen bag at the front door, just so it's a quick, easy access grab and go when we're heading out, so we don't forget his Epi bag.
Okay, so now onto the dishwasher. So just make sure when taking clean items out of the dishwasher that they are clean before putting them away. And invest in a really good dishwasher as well. That helps to make sure your items are clean. Now, my kids do unload the dishwasher, so what I usually like to tell them is just remind them, make sure the dishes are clean before you put them away. Okay, so here's some Lysol and some paper towel, and this is what we use to clean our countertops. So what I'll do is I'll clean the surface with the Lysol wipes, and then I'll wipe it down with some soap and water using the paper towel. I don't like to use any sponges, dishcloths, as allergens can stay on those towels or sponges. So this is basically what we use for our countertops. So down here are the products that we usually buy for our dog. They're both purchased from Costco. So this is the dog delights that we purchased. And then over here, so I just gotta take that in the cupboard. Sorry, it's a huge bag here. And this is the dog food that we purchased as well. So both these products are free from peanuts, tree nuts, dairy, and eggs.
So yeah, so just make sure when you're buying any pet food that it doesn't contain any of the food allergens, as they can be passed on through the saliva. Okay, so over in this drawer, this is the best thing that we ever did, but it was a designated section in our kitchen that was allergy friendly. It was basically set up for my kids and for any of their friends and family whenever they would come over. So they knew that this drawer here was allergy safe, and this drawer alleviated so much stress whenever company was over. Okay, so now onto my fridge. I'm just going to show you inside here. So what I would do is consider separating safe and unsafe foods by designating specific shelves in the fridge. So areas that have your safe foods and unsafe foods. So what I would do is put all the safe foods at the top and then all the unsafe foods at the bottom, just in case there's some spillage. And then I usually like to put everything in sealed containers as well. just to keep all those foods safe. And so another great thing to do when the kids are little is label either the problem foods or the safe ones, whichever is easier. So what I did is I grabbed these color-coded stickers from the Dollar Tree, and they can be helpful in differentiating between safe and unsafe foods. And I find this is really useful for children who may not understand their allergies yet. So using green and red stickers to label food as safe or not safe can make knowing what they can touch and eat easy. Okay, so now on to the small kitchen appliances. So we have been a food allergy family for quite some time now. So when unable to find safe foods at the store, we try to find a recipe and make our own. But having the right kitchen tools can make or break a recipe, and there are such a wide variety of small kitchen appliances available, and it can seem a bit overwhelming. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you some of the tools that we use successfully in our kitchen. So this toaster here is a 4-compartment toaster. So anything that's placed in the left-hand side is that my son can have, and the right side is used for safe items that my son can have. Okay, so now onto the waffle maker. Now we have 2 waffle makers. This one is solely used for my son. And since we haven't been able to find a boxed frozen waffle that our family loves, we tend to make our own homemade waffles. So what we'll do is we'll make a big batch, freeze the leftovers, and reheat them during the week. The next up is our microwave. So we use this lid here to place over top anything that my son is allergic to. So if we have anything that we've placed in the microwave to heat up, we'll put this lid over top so there's no cross-contamination in the microwave. Okay, so then on to our fry pan here. So this fry pan is solely used for eggs. Now my family loves to eat eggs for breakfast in the morning, so we only allow eggs in this fry pan. And then we also only use this egg lifter for the eggs. This one is a little melted. I need to get a new one of those. But anyhow, these 2 items are solely used when cooking eggs. Now this gadget here we use solely to make breadcrumbs, and then we also use it when we're out of icing sugar and we don't have any on hand. We'll add some sugar in here, blend that up to make some icing sugar. Now another great item to have in your kitchen is a blender. So our family enjoys to have smoothies pretty much every day, I'd say. So this is a great item to have in our kitchen. Okay, so this is another great find that we love to cut up our apples. My kids love this. Okay, so next up is our crock pot. Now, we are a very busy family. We're always on the go with our kids' sports, and since eating out can be a challenge when you're dealing with food allergies, we like to have our crock pot ready for when we get home after school and work. We're greeted by that yummy smell of dinner waiting for us. And I also don't like my son having fast food before he steps on the ice, as I fear that he will have a reaction to the food that he just ate, and I can't monitor him. Okay, so now onto our stand mixer. Now we purchased this stand mixer about a year ago. Now I wish we would have invested in one when the kids were little. This has been a game changer in our kitchen with the amount of baking that we do. And next up we have our ice cube tray with a lid. Now I purchased this at the Dollar Tree, and this is great for anyone that has a food allergy. It prevents any cross-contamination in your ice cubes. Now onto the cutting boards. Cutting boards can hold on to food allergens even after they're washed. So to be 100% safe, we use 2 different cutting boards. And then onto our cheese graters. So this one here is solely used for my daughter's cheese because she likes the regular cheese. And then we use this one here solely for my son's cheese. And last but not least is this Wilton chocolate melter. So this is an item that we use a lot in our kitchen because we tend to make a lot of homemade chocolate for my son. This is a great item to have in your kitchen. Now, food allergens can be passed on through saliva from people and pets, so it's always wise to wash your mouth off after eating something that a family member is allergic to, and it's always good to get your kids or family members in the habit of washing their hands before or after eating something. We also have a dedicated spot at our table for each family member to sit at. And this will discourage younger siblings from sharing their food or accidentally eating or drinking something that is safe for their sibling but not for them. And just remind your kids at a young age not to share any food, drinks, or anything for that matter. So that was our tour of my kitchen and how we deal with my son's allergens. Now, this system is not foolproof, but with these practices in place, I find it a lot easier to manage my son's allergens in our kitchen successfully. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new and upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.